The doorway to dread, a creepypasta nightmare. Dare to peek behind the door? What awaits you might just haunt your dreams forever. At the end of a forgotten hallway stood a door cloaked in shadow and silence. Its wood was gnarled, scarred by unseen horrors, a testament to ages of dread. The frame leaned precariously, as if straining against an unspeakable force. Whispers warned against approaching it, yet the air around it pulsed with a morbid curiosity. The owners, haunted by its presence, claimed it was sealed, unopenable. But deep down, a chilling suspicion lingered. They were lying. Initially, the house seemed ordinary, a sanctuary of normalcy. But soon, subtle disturbances began to ripple through its foundations, like cracks in a fragile facade. These were not mere coincidences, but the harbingers of something sinister. The first sign was the scratching, a delicate, insidious sound that wormed its way into the dead of night. It was a phantom touch, a ghostly caress against the wood. Sometimes it was barely audible, a trick of the wind. Other times it was a deliberate rhythm, a haunting melody played by unseen fingers. Objects near the door began to defy logic, their positions shifting in the dead of night. A picture frame would tilt at an unnatural angle, its glass reflecting a distorted reality. A rug would bunch up, as if dragged by an invisible foot, a silent testament to a presence that should not be. Then came the cold, a bone-chilling draft that defied all reason. The temperature in the hallway would plummet, a sudden descent into an icy abyss. Breath materialized in ghostly clouds, a stark reminder of the encroaching darkness. No matter how high the heating was cranked, the cold persisted, seeping into the very marrow of the bones. It felt profoundly wrong, a violation of the natural order, as if unseen eyes were constantly watching, their gaze heavy with malice, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. One fateful night, as someone dared to pass the ominous door, the whispers began. They were faint, ethereal, barely more than a breath against the ear. A hushed murmur, unintelligible yet persistent, a siren song of despair. Gradually, the whispers coalesced into words, their meaning chillingly clear. "Please," they pleaded, a desperate cry for salvation. "Help me," they begged, their voices laced with unimaginable suffering. "Let me out," they demanded, their tone shifting from supplication to a chilling command. A voice, distorted and desperate, echoed from the other side, a prisoner trapped in an eternal nightmare. The floorboards groaned underfoot as a step was taken back, a primal instinct screaming to flee. The air grew heavy, pressing against the chest like unseen hands, suffocating and malevolent. Breathing became a struggle, each gasp a reminder of mortality. The handle rattled, a frantic dance of metal against wood. The scratching on the door intensified, morphing into a frenzied assault. Nails scraped, claws tore, a desperate attempt to breach the barrier between worlds. Then a thud, a sickening impact that resonated through the house. And another, each blow more violent than the last. Something slammed against the door with unimaginable force, causing the entire frame to tremble. Thud, thud, thud. The sound echoed through the house, a terrifying symphony of dread. The whispers ceased, abruptly silenced as if choked off by an unseen hand. Silence descended, a suffocating blanket that amplified the terror. And then, the most chilling sound of all, a slow, deliberate knock. 3 times, each rap a death knell. Then nothing. But the door handle was still turning, a silent promise of horrors to come. Curiosity, that insidious serpent, coiled in the depths of the mind, whispering temptations. One night, against all reason and self-preservation, the door was approached. Fingers trembling, an eye was pressed against the keyhole, a desperate attempt to unravel the mystery. At first, there was nothing but darkness, an infinite void that seemed to swallow the very light. Then, a flicker of movement, a subtle shift in the shadows. A figure materialized on the other side, slow and deliberate in its movements. A shape, tall and unnaturally thin, its arms elongated and grotesque. Its head was tilted at an unnatural angle, as if listening to the whispers of the damned. Breath caught in a dry throat, a strangled gasp of terror. The heart pounded against the ribs, a frantic drumbeat of impending doom. The figure stepped closer, its presence radiating an aura of pure malevolence. Closer, until a pale, twisted face was just inches away from the keyhole, a grotesque parody of humanity. It didn't have eyes, only hollow, dark sockets that seemed to peer into the very soul. and it was smiling, a horrifying rictus that promised unimaginable suffering. The house should have been abandoned, left to rot and decay, a monument to the horrors it contained. But some things refused to be left behind, their tendrils of darkness clinging to the very fabric of reality. The next night, the door creaked open on its own, a silent invitation to the abyss. No one had touched it, no one possessed the key. But there it was, ajar, revealing nothing but pitch-black emptiness beyond, a gateway to a realm of unimaginable terror. A shape stood within the darkness, waiting patiently, its presence radiating an aura of ancient evil. A whisper slithered through the air, a chilling pronouncement of doom. "You looked," it hissed, its voice a rasping echo from the depths of hell. The lights in the house flickered erratically, plunging the hallway into a strobe-lit nightmare. The hallway stretched impossibly long, twisting and warping into an Asherian labyrinth. The walls breathed, pulsating with a life of their own, shadows stretching like grasping claws toward trembling hands. And then, the door swung wide open, unleashing the full force of the darkness within. The darkness swallowed everything, consuming the hallway in its entirety, erasing it from existence. The house was left empty, a hollow shell haunted by the echoes of its past. And yet, sometimes, late at night, when the moon hangs heavy in the sky, a faint knock can still be heard from behind that door. A chilling reminder that some doors are best left unopened, some mysteries best left unsolved. Did this tale send shivers down your spine? If you crave more unsettling stories, be sure to subscribe for weekly creepypasta narratives. Share this video with fellow horror enthusiasts and let them experience the terror. What do you think lurks behind the door? Tell us in the comments below.